ESPN app, ESPN2. You can also click more on the lower right-hand corner of the app. Scroll down to live radio. Bam! That's where you can find us. It's a sneak peek of Fitz and Harry that starts January 3rd from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll get into Tua in a second, but leading us there, we're asking you to join in on the conversation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line, 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776, in honor of Nathaniel Hackett being fired by the Broncos. Who's the athlete or player or coach from your fandom you wish you could just exchange? Like you're just walking into the department store and saying, nah, I'm good with this. Tim in North Carolina. Thanks for hitting us up, Tim. What you got? Who do you want to just exchange?
We're already talking about him. It's got to be Tua, and let me explain to you why real quick. It's not his abilities. His abilities, he's shown this year that he can be a playmaker. He's a very good football player. It's about his health, and Miami Dolphins medical staff, they need to go in there and fire every single one of them because they're going to get this boy hurt. And I tell you what, Mike McDaniel, the coach, let Raheem run the dang ball, man. Come on.
Tim, thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it. And, I hear what Tim's coming from when you start thinking about what we just talked about in the SportsCenter update. Tua's back in the concussion protocol for the second time officially that he's been in this protocol. What really stunned me as I was reading the SportsCenter update, Harry, was the statement here. McDaniel said Tua Tagovailoa displayed and admitted to having concussion symptoms when he spoke with the team doctors Monday. There has to be a conversation here. I mean, we're going to be harsh on the Miami Dolphins team doctors. I understand that. But as a player, at the end of the day, the only person that knows what you're feeling and how you're feeling when you've been in that protocol is the player. There's got to be a real conversation with Tua about, dude, let me help you.
Not only just a real conversation about that situation, but for Tua, his family, going forward. Because I'm a person, and I actually said this yesterday on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max when I was on with Courtney Cronin. I thought Tua shouldn't have been playing, even though Tua has been fantastic, right? After coming back from that concussion issue that he had on Thursday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals, right then and there, I thought he shouldn't have been playing football again the rest of this season. Because what we have to understand, and I understand fans of the Miami Dolphins, they want to win, and you want to win badly. But you got to ask yourself, do you want to win so badly to the point that where it hurts Tua as a human being the rest of his life? And the game of football, we got to realize it's just a game. There is this thing called life, right? When you have kids, you got a chance to play with your children. You got a chance to be a brother, a son. Those things, in my eyes, are way more valuable than going out there and risking your life on a football field because you have head injury after head injury. At some point, you got to have that conversation with yourself and your family, but also there should be people protecting you and making sure you don't put yourself in those situations.
The hardest part about all of this, and look, Twitter warriors have gone nuts about what should happen and how Tua should be treated. And I agree. The system seems to be broken when you've got somebody getting this many head injuries, right? The system seems to be broken. My challenge to everybody involved is how are you going to fix it? Instead of just complaining about the problem, what is the solution? And I'm looking at it saying the NFL has made sure that they have doctors, neuro, whatever, that are on the sidelines that are not affiliated with the team. They're not affiliated with the league, right? So supposedly that's putting a doctor in a situation where they're looking at players. They're looking for indications. So the league is saying, hey, this person does not work for the Dolphins. They have no vested interest in it. And people may not want to believe that, but what else can the league do? If a player doesn't tell you the symptoms, and if you're watching it, you're like, man, it just looks like he's falling apart on the field and not playing well. Are we supposed to, every time a player goes through a bad run of throws, like last night, Nick Foles, interception, they supposed to analyze him for a concussion? Or do you just presume that the player's not playing well? The player's got to save himself.
Well, we just had a situation where Devontae Parker had a concussion on the football field, and no one upstairs noticed, but his own teammate, I think it was Jacoby Myers, if I'm not mistaken, was like, no, we need to stop play. Something's not right. He's not right. So if a player on a football field that's going to line up for another play can see that, somebody from the sideline, somebody from upstairs should be able to see something.
And that's where in life, and I've said this a million times, whatever you're dealing with in life, look left and right and be better, right? We all need, I consider you to be not only a close friend, but like a brother to me. Facts. If I see you doing something stupid, I'm going to tell you you're doing something stupid.
You got to check
me. There's got to be, that's got to be part of the relationship in a huddle when you're looking at things. There are accountability conversations that need to happen for everybody involved. I just think that it's really simple to try and find everybody wants to find a simple solution to a really complicated problem. We're going to get some expertise on this in just a minute with one of our favorite guests, but we have some we have some rankings. So you got something you got to rank here. So Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, presented by Progressive Insurance.
I'm the smartest guy in the box, so I like that too.
Key's Real Rankings.
All right, we got a real wide receiver one here today, so we're going to let the real wide receiver one. I'm throwing all that shade. I'm throwing all that shade. There's... all right, so go ahead.
So we're going to rank, the top wide receivers that are in the playoffs at the moment. And for me, I had to do an honorable mention because I love me some Devontae Adams. So he's going to be my honorable mention wide receiver right now just because he's been phenomenal, even though you're Raiders. And I know you're making this face, and I don't care nothing about your face
They're
expression.
still in the playoff hunt. You could have counted.
Take the damn sweatshirt off.
Oh, I'm not taking it.
You have no reason to wear the sweatshirt this morning.
You're presuming I don't have, I got Raiders shoes on. You think I don't have Raiders underwear? Like, the more we strip down, we're still going to see the Raiders
Now, this is my segment, okay? So you just chill out for a second.
I'll be over here.
So we got Devontae Adams as honorable mention. Now, we're going to start with number 5. I need my sounder.
Number 5.
We're going to go with A.J. Brown from the Philadelphia Eagles. And this human being right here has been nothing but phenomenal for the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. You talk about a big-bodied guy with a catch radius that is wide, and just about anywhere you put the football near him, he's going to go up and get it. That's what the Philadelphia Eagles were looking for in getting Jalen Hurts a weapon, and he has made a major difference. That's my number 5.
Number 4.
I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs. I got to give the little guy some love. Every route on the route tree, Stephon Diggs is able to run. I love his passion. I love his alpha male attitude, and he never shies away from the moment. There's times on the football field where Josh Allen doesn't go to him on third downs, and he's looking like, my goodness.
Number 3.
I'm going to go Tyreek Hill. 113 receptions right now, over 1,600 yards, 7 touchdowns. They have the number 7 seed right now in the AFC. Speed kills. Defensive backs are scared of speed and guys that can get out the ball and get you out of your back pedal.
Number 2.
Jamar Chase. And even though he's missed some games this season, how valuable he is to the Cincinnati Bengals cannot be overstated over and over again. 79 receptions, 960 yards, 8 touchdowns. They have the number 3 seed right now in the AFC. His connection and his whole persona, him and Joe Burrow, those two guys, what they built at LSU is just phenomenal.
Number 1.
Number 1 is no surprise. If you need a play, what should I say? Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the National Football League this year, as Mike Tannenbaum is looking at me like I'm crazy. 123 receptions, 1,700 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Everybody and they mama. Mike T, everybody and they mama. No, Justin Jefferson is going to get the football, but guess what, Mike T? They can't do a damn thing about it because he's that doggone good.
These rankings brought to you by Dell. For your small business needs, call a Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. Mike Tannenbaum in with us. We've thrown shit. We got mamas going in. We're throwing shade to Keyshawn. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
And more important than that, you guys are having this great conversation about friendship, brotherhood, and I got to tell you, the impact, Jason, you have on Harry is unbelievably discernible. A year ago at this time, I'm on the show. Harry has a candle. He's violating ESPN policy, HR, New York City Fire Department. A year later, he's compliant. He has a national show. So your impact on Harry is just absolutely commendable.
You talking like we ain't trying to get a candle deal for that show, though.
As I had candles lit in my bedroom last night at the hotel. I'm not going to stay with a hotel. I don't want them to shut me down.
Yeah, if Jason and Harry isn't sponsored by Yankee Candle, I don't know what sponsor.
We go.
I mean, hit us up because we do love some candles.
Yes, we do.
I'm more of a Bath and Body Works guy, but Yankee, you can hit me up. I'll take it. Mike Tannenbaum joining us on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Harry Douglas, Jason Fitz in for the guys. So let's start obviously with Tua, right? We were just having a conversation as you came into the studio and sat down about how to handle concussion protocol. I'm going to make you the GM of the Dolphins right now. A, what are you doing with your quarterback? And B, how are you going to get him to be better about telling you during the game what's going on?
Yeah, you guys were having a great conversation. I think fundamentally it starts with this. Like, sometimes you have to protect players from themselves, and not all concussions are equal. And what's interesting is I did the late night Sports Center on Sunday night, and the reason I bring that up is Mike McDaniel. I listened to all the post game press conferences.